All right, welcome back. This is A to Z Decodes. All right, local out here in Arizona. I don't know what's going on. Is this a video that's about?
When you're hurt in a wreck, you want an attorney that'll fight
Are
for
they going to
every
let me
dollar you
pause
deserve.
it?
In many cases,
No, they're not going to let me pause it. Okay, it looks like it might have paused itself. Good. Good, right? So we're going to have to look at the Lerner and Rowe guys. But high profile lawyer, that's interesting, right? Shot to death at Arcadia home. Brother in custody. So I'm guessing this is the lawyer right here. Arcadia is a neighborhood in Phoenix. This looks like this may be the brother here on the left, I guess, as he's wearing the orange right there. All right, but let me read a little bit of this article, and I got a breakdown for y'all, okay? And hopefully we don't go too long here. But a man accused of shooting his brother to death, which led to an active police situation involving SWAT in an Arcadia neighborhood on Friday morning. And let me just verify this. Where is Arcadia, Arizona? A neighborhood in the areas of Phoenix and Scottsdale, Arizona. It is bounded 44th Street to 68th Street and Camelback Road to the canal. I'm out here in Mesa, so I'm not really familiar with the Arcadia area, but you see it says it's a neighborhood, all right? So Friday morning, okay? The victim has since been identified as 51-year-old James Arthur Eves. Apparently he goes by Artie, so James Artie Arthur Eves. So you get A. I mean, this is Arizona and Arcadia. So A, Artie, A, Arthur. I guess goes by Artie because his name's Arthur. But you get A like Arizona, A like Arcadia, okay? So that's the victim. Uh right, James Artie Arthur Eves, by the way. But he's an attorney at Phoenix law firm Sanders and Parks. Around 8 a.m., Phoenix police were called to a house on Calle del Medio near 44th Street in Camelback. When police arrived, they found Eves dead on the driveway of his home. Arizona's family witnessed several Phoenix police officers surrounding uh, a home in a cul-de-sac with several officers drawing their guns. Phoenix police also deployed their helicopter and SWAT. So his brother, 49-year-old Christopher Arthur Eves. All right. During the investigation, Christopher reportedly returned to the scene with other family members and was taken into custody. Let's play this clip. Enough of me talking. Let's play this news clip here. Maybe. Or maybe it won't. It's whatever, right? So let me try to refresh this. Will it even refresh? And hopefully we can get a news. We'll get something played one way or another. Let's see. Let's try clicking it again. All right, so we may have to just muscle through the ad on right here. Let's continue playing this ad. Oh, so now it won't let me play the ad. Oh, let me see. Here
Lerner
we
Rose
go.
recovered
So let's
10,
just watch
50,
this
20 times more
stupid
than
ad.
the
Let's
insurance
skip it.
company's original.
This morning, helicopters circling a neighborhood, a SWAT team storming into a house, investigating who killed Arthur Eves.
I think the fact that it's not random gives me some sort of comfort, but it is still kind of bizarre and strange.
Officers responded to reports of a shooting. When they arrived, Eves was in his own driveway, suffering from at least one gunshot wound. He died on the scene. During the investigation, Arthur's brother, Christopher, showed up on scene with other family members, and that's when he was arrested for murder.
Walking through this neighborhood day or night, you feel very comfortable. So there's been no real concern, So it is shocking that you have, a shooting that results in a death here. So it just makes you think, there's not any place that's safe.
Neighbors say this is all just really hard to believe.
It's a shock when you lose someone that's who's your neighbor. You might.
Hard to believe. And you see the police cars over there. You see one anyways.
I've just talked with him yesterday afternoon to find out that he's no longer with
Hard
us.
to believe.
That's really sad. So again, prayers for the family and then prayers for the neighborhood.
It's also crushing for Eve's co-workers. Eves was a high-profile attorney at Sanders and Parks. His colleagues providing this statement, saying in part, quote, Artie was a close friend, amazing attorney, and colorful raconteur. His death leaves a hole in our hearts.
All right, so now it's probably going to jump to some other stupid video.
Welcome back to Local News Live.
As you know, I'll probably have to refresh it to play it again. Let me just go ahead and refresh it right now because I'll probably want to play it again here at the end. So was there some kind of motive here? Or what's the deal? Man, how we've come to a time where these ads just dominate us. We can't enjoy anything. I guess we can just pull out a book, right? But God, absolutely ridiculous. Look at this advertisement over here taking up a third
This
of the
morning,
damn page.
helicopters circling a neighborhood.
You know what I mean?
A SWAT
It's so annoying. Is there any kind of motive here? And this might be I don't know if that's the same video there. He refused to answer questions, and he will be booked into jail on charges including murder. All right, and they just go on. Do they say who the lawyer represented or anybody famous? I mean, they say high profile. They're just speaking about how they miss him. The Arcadia neighborhood is home to many well-known residents, including former Arizona Diamondbacks pitcher Shelby Miller. He'll be making an appearance later in our breakdown here. And that's all the information that they give us with the story. This is AZFamily. So I guess, and I guess they're trying to figure out what happened here. Okay. But I do have this breakdown here, and let me pull it up. These are just some interesting connections I found while looking at this story and, crunching the numbers. Okay. I see that lawyer equates to 84 like Arizona, okay? High profile lawyer shot to death at Arcadia. Neighborhood, they say Phoenix and Scottsdale, right? Lawyers got 84 like Arizona. And Arizona's the 48th state, which is 84 reversed, all right? And these letters have numerical values. This is just the ABC123 cipher right here. Very simple, okay? You apply that method, 84, 84, Arizona, the 48th state. And 51-year-old James Artie Arthur Eves. I mentioned Arcadia A, Arizona A, Artie A, Arthur A, obviously, right? Look at Arcadia and Artie and high-profile lawyer. You get the same numbers here, right? Arcadia 28, high-profile lawyer 82. He goes by Artie. Artie equals 82 in the reverse cipher. And I put a question mark because is this the same guy? This might be the same guy. I don't know how similar they're going to look. We saw a dude in orange in one of the pics, but I just put the question mark because I wasn't quite sure a picture on the brother. But this appears to be the lawyer here. And again, Artie, he goes by. Artie's even got 53 like Arcadia. You see that? So you get that Artie 82, Arcadia 28, Artie 53, Arcadia 53, and you even get 37 with both. And Phoenix has 26, like Artie. Arcadia, neighborhood in the areas of Phoenix and Scottsdale. And I want you to know that Arizona's last birthday, the 45th day of the year, all right, shot to death equates to 45 in gematria. You see that? And it says shot to death right in the title. You even get 54 with shot to death. So you get those same numbers. And how they put it in the title connects again to Arizona's birthday. You can watch all of the videos on this channel. It's the same thing over and over and over, okay? Even high profile lawyer, you get 197, and you see how it breaks down with the ABC 123 cipher right there. See that? High 32, profile 81, lawyer 84, added up 197. That's the 45th prime number. Okay? So 197 equals high profile lawyer, the 45th prime number. Shot to death equals 45. Arizona's last birthday, the 45th day of the year. Ritual does equal 45, just putting that out there. They mentioned Shelby Miller right here, connected with the Arizona Diamondbacks and connected to all of these teams as well. He's currently on Detroit, the Tigers. But look at all these teams he's been on. But they mentioned him in the article. This is his home, right? Former Arizona Diamondbacks pitcher Shelby Miller. Notice how just notice his salary right here when I look at the Wikipedia, 4.9 million. 49 date numerology on this shooting and death. And the brother who did it, 49 years old, Christopher Arthur Eves. You see that? Amazing. Okay. And again, they don't give us a lot of information here. But the victim is a 51-year-old James Arthur Eves. And 5-1, huge with Arizona breakdowns. Arizona equals 105, like 15. Christopher Arthur Eves, 115, like 15. Shot and killed on a 15 date numerology. And again, a 51-year-old. So 51 is 15 reversed. All right. So just a nice, easy one for y'all this AM. And it's all centered around this high profile lawyer. I don't know who he's represented. I'm not seeing anything in there, of any that does that mean like celebrities or what? Let's see if we can get this other video to play now. There we go.
We start with breaking news. Phoenix police say that a medical malpractice attorney was shot and killed by his brother this morning in an Arcadia neighborhood.
12 News journalist Kyle Simchuk has been at the scene for most
Medical
of the day,
malpractice.
gathering new information. He joins us live now with the latest. Kyle?
Well, yeah, guys, 51-year-old James Arthur Eves, or Artie as many knew him, was a husband, a father, and a very accomplished attorney here in the Valley. His body, police say, was found just beyond that yellow crime tape here on 46th Street in Arcadia this morning around 8 a.m. That's when a neighbor called 911 after hearing gunshots and hearing Eves yelling for help. Police say his 49-year-old brother, Christopher, later showed up to the scene with other family members and was arrested for murder. Detectives haven't determined a motive yet and say the brother refused to answer any questions. According to his bio, Eves has represented doctors and hospitals in medical malpractice cases for 16 years, and he also represents the city of Phoenix and Maricopa County.
They say he's represented doctors and such, so I guess doctors are considered high profile.
haven't determined a motive yet and say the brother refused to answer any questions. According to his bio, Eves has represented doctors and hospitals in medical malpractice cases for 16 years, and he also represents the city of Phoenix and Maricopa County in malpractice cases as well. Now, his law firms just sent a statement to 12 News saying that his death leaves a hole in their hearts and that their thoughts are with his family. They say Eves was a friend, mentor to all of them. Now, police say Eves died from a single gunshot wound. His brother was questioned by police but refused to answer any questions. He is currently in jail facing multiple charges, including murder.
Let's go. Let's enter his law firm or whatever. And he's a medical malpractice lawyer. We'll enter a little bit of that just kind of on the fly. So, law firm, it says Sanders and Parks. I don't know if that's a misprint. I thought I saw maybe Sands and Parks. We'll go ahead and put what they have in the article here, okay? And let's enter that and see what we get. Look, you get 46. Didn't they say it was near 46th Street? I thought that's what we just heard in the video, but let's see if that'll connect with anything else. I don't know if it's saved. No, okay, it didn't save any of my previous info. But Sanders Parks, I mean, you get 145. And remember Arizona's birthday, the 45th day of the year, and high profile lawyer equals 197, the 45th prime, shot to death equals 45. So we do get a 145 there, and let's just look at 179. That's the 41st prime number. Okay, let's put medical malpractice. Oh, look at medical. You get Arizona's birthday. Look at that. They said he's a medical malpractice doctor. Look at medical. You get Arizona's birthday, the 14th day of the second month. How about that? Malpractice. Right there. Lawyer. Okay, I don't see anything. Nothing really with that pops. And it's not, and I already lost the matches that I had in there. So that's okay. Let's go back and look at this article again here. You see how it says near 44th Street and Camelback Road right there? Kill equals 44. Also in this code, okay? You see, kill equals 44 right there. And that's the ABC 123 cipher, which is called ordinal right there. Okay? I think it is interesting too that this victim, his name is James, and this is trending. And today is Kyrie Irving's birthday, and remember he's connected to LeBron James with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I just connected him in a on the fly decode on my daily decodes 812 channel. You see, Kyrie Irving's birthday is today. All right. And again, he's connected to LeBron James as they both played for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then our victim here, his name is James as well. I just thought that would be an interesting point to bring up. All right. So again, they don't give us a whole lot of details here. Just try to see if there's anything else. See if there's anything else that I can catch here on the fly. They're just speaking of how they missed the guy. There's probably something else with Shelby Miller. And they said he's a part of the Diamondbacks. So I'm going to look a little bit more into that before we go. Let me pull up all four of these base ciphers. And let's put Diamondbacks. And remember, Diamondbacks equals 42 like Arizona. Let's just see. No, I don't see anything there. Let's pull up Shelby Miller. Maybe we can run his birthday. I can't remember if I did that or not. But they mention him in the article. Shelby Miller. Okay, and look, spring training is underway, but he's on the Tigers now, okay? We're going to look at his full name, and he's out of Texas. And we connected that 49 with him earlier. Notice how he wears number 7. Former team the Diamondbacks yesterday 7-7 against the Giants. I didn't know that games ended in a draw or in a tie. I guess maybe they do. Look at how he has. Check this out. This is awesome because the brother is a 49-year-old. This guy lives in the neighborhood, they say. Okay? The brother is a 49-year-old. This guy had 49 strikeouts last season for Detroit. You see it right there? And it says his salary is 4.9 million, which we covered earlier. That's something else. Look at that. 49 strikeouts. Let's grab his name. That's awesome. It's not awesome, this being shot to death, this lawyer, but that connection's pretty awesome right there. Look at, he's got 109 like shooting in his full name. All right. Look at his full name has 109 and his name is Shelby S, like shooting S. And look at the 109 right there. And shooting has 44 like kill. Okay? And this was near 44th Street and Camelback. Look at that. 109, his full name. Okay, look, I see some more here. Let me get rid of that right there. Check this out. So 109 shooting, Shelby Charles Miller 109. And look, his full name's got 307. Shooting equals 37. 307 is like 37. Notice Shelby Charles Miller 206. 206 is like 26. Phoenix equals 26. The victim Artie equals 26. So, okay, I knew they brought up Shelby Miller. Right when I saw his name, I'm like, okay, that's some good on the fly stuff. And let's take a look at his birthday. It's October 10th. Let me share this tab. So we're going to put his last birthday and we're going to run it to the shooting and just see what happens. He's got the 10/10 birthday and the shooting was on March 21st, 3/21. Oh, okay. Let me put the right year. I was about to blow up there because I saw something. God, I wish I could show how this 162. Ooh, 162 games in a baseball season. Look at that. 162 days after Shelby Miller's birthday, the shooting. And there's 162 games in a baseball season. And baseball equals 162. Just like Major League Baseball. 162. Look at that. Shot to death this high-profile lawyer 162 days after Shelby Miller's birthday. He lives in the neighborhood. They let us know in the article. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Okay? Wow. That's amazing. And we got the spring training going on. Spring training's still going on, right? When does the baseball season start?
Yesterday, the Marlins beat the Astros 6-5.
So, shooting SH, right? Shelby SH. And you saw his full name 109 like shooting, shooting 37, his full name 307 like 37. Wow. 162 days after his birthday, baseball and Major League Baseball equal 162. And there's 162 games in a season. There's even 49 date numerology. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. On the day of the shooting, the brother is 49. Shelby Miller, $4.9 million salary, 49 strikeouts last season with the Detroit Tigers. That's a breakdown, y'all. A to Z decodes. I'm sure there's more information that will come out. There's probably more information here. I am very satisfied at ending this right here. A to Z decodes. Shout out wherever you're at. Let me know. High profile lawyer shot to death at Arcadia. Home. Brother in custody. And I mentioned more info may come out and possibly has came out. But I'll leave it there. Shout out to y'all, man. Absolutely undeniable. It's a fake world we live in. A to Z decodes. Until next time.